person.
Okay, sir.
Sorry.
Sir. Sir, good morning to all. Am I audible? Sir?
Yes, Ismail audible.
Okay.
Audible, Ismail.
So, I am BSK Ismail. So, my technical seminar topic is Revolutionary Innovations on Mars. So, I am going to say my technical seminar about revolutionary innovations on Mars. And coming to the next slide, it's a present scenario. You can observe on the left side. So it's a Perseverance rover which is already landed on the February 18, 2021 on the Jezero crater on Mars. So its name is Perseverance. The main job of the Perseverance is to collect the samples of rocks and possible to return to the Earth. And moreover, and the second helicopter name is Ingenuity helicopter, and its main demonstration is about to test on the Mars planet. And coming to the already these two are completed 100 days and successfully completed. Coming to the next slide. So Mars habitat prototype, how the humans can able to withstand the atmospheric pressure and atmospheric temperature radiations we can observe here. So how the habitation is going to be occur. So before going to the habitation of Mars by the human beings, let us know about the atmospheric conditions of Mars. So you can observe on the right side here the Mars is comparatively 1/10 percentage of Earth. Okay, and coming to the wind speed here 144 kilometers per hour. So it's a very huge wind speed to withstand the any other constructions which are made by the humans. And coming to the temperature, so you can observe it is a minus 55 degrees Celsius. So it's a very deepest very coldest Celsius. So in order to withstand human beings also, so it is very difficult. Among them almost the human being the astronauts are able to withstand for the circumstances. So you can observe the distance between the Earth and Mars is 55.7 to 401 kilometers. It is based on the orbit of Earth and orbit of Mars. So if it here 55.7, when the Mars and orbit places Mars and Earth places here it will be 401 kilometers. So this is the atmospheric temperatures and atmospheric conditions of Mars. So let us see the atmospheric compositions of Mars. So first of all we have to know the compositions on Earth. So here we can observe nearly 21% of oxygen is present on the on Earth, and the nitrogen percentage is 78.1%, and the remaining are approximately equals to 0. So argon, carbon dioxide, helium, these are remaining equals to 0. And coming to the Mars atmospheric compositions, you can observe the argon is 1.9%. The highest one is carbon dioxide. It is 96%. So it is very useful to grow the plants which are on the Mars planet, that is a red planet. So the Mars habitat is place the humans can live on Mars. Mars habitat must contain with surface conditions that include almost no oxygen in the air, extreme cold, low pressure and high radiation. So these are the circumstances that must be a human being in order to survive. So coming to the next slide, scientists proposed. Many of the scientists proposed that red works Mars concept. So this is the concept many of the scientists are proposed. So they said that at the beginning the scientists say to build houses in underground is a good and effective idea. So the Mars, it's a red planet now. So the red planet consists of low atmospheric pressure and high radiation. So in order to withstand that low temperature and high pressure, so a person, a human being can be constructed the house underground. So but later the NASA responded after research that is difficult to survive in underground of red planet because the air pressure is comparatively low and high radiation also. So these are the circumstances that the person cannot be withstand underground. So finally the NASA proposed to build the houses above the surface of the red planet. And coming to the human survival under air pressure, how the construction is to be made. So you can observe this is a shallow cave. Okay, this is a shallow cave. A person need to be withstand under the low pressure. Okay, so he must to be withstand under the low pressure. So he must build a cave like this. So with no air pressure under this. So you can observe 0.006 bar atmospheric pressure also outside. So 1 bar is the atmospheric pressure, even though the cracks are happen on the shallow cave. So you can observe here, see here 0.06 bar, under the inside is 1.0 bar. So due to that the cracks are happened. So in order to rectify this one, so the NASA is proposed to build a balloons, air balloons, under then you can be have survive inside the balloon. So you can observe 1.0 bar. So coming to the NASA proposed one, in order to build a house on the house on the Mars, a cost of the brick is approximately equals to $2 million. Okay, a brick cost is $2 million. So it is very difficult and it is a very expensive one in order to build a house on the Mars. So for that situation, NASA got an idea in order to propose such a 3D printing houses. So in the year of 2010, NASA proposed to build a house on Mars by using 3D printing houses without the help of the human beings. So in the year of 2010, they proposed to build a house on Mars with the help of 3D printed house without the help of human beings. So the even proposed prize money of $500,000, which is equals to 3.5 crores. Okay, and coming to the next slide. So nearly in this prize money of 2010, nearly 60 companies are submitted their application to the NASA that they will build houses on Mars. So nearly 60 participants are participated. Among them, one of the company called AI Space Factory. So they built a construction called Marsha. Okay, Marsha by AI Space Factory. Marsha is a house which is designed by AI Space Factory. It is one of the prototype house which can be constructed on Mars. And coming to it is a 3D printed technology. So this is built without the help of human beings. It is designed by the AI Space Factory. And coming to the how Marsha is constructed. So you can observe on the left side, this is a in situ. Okay, ISRO is nothing but in situ resource utilization. This is a static rover. Okay, this is a static rover. This is built without the help of the human beings. So this is the composition called basalt fiber. Okay, the basalt fiber is mostly founded on the Mars planet, that is a red planet, and with the help of renewable bioplastic, that is nothing but which is extracted from the plant growths. So with the help of basalt fiber and bioplastic, the Marsha is to be constructed. So you can observe this is the static rover. It is completely designed with the 3D printing houses on the Mars. It is just like a beehive. Each hive can accommodate 4 astronauts and can have a 3D printed in situ. It's a static construction rover. And the materials like basalt fiber and renewable bioplastic, which are derived from the plants which are grown on the Mars planet. So that is built with the help of basalt. That is very strong enough to build a marsha. And coming to the construction of marsha, see how you can observe the marsha is to be built. Here the special conditions of marsha, that is the atmospheric pressure and structural stresses. So this is main complementation on Mars that needs to be withstand the marsha on Mars. So they need to build the house in the 4 layers. So you can observe these are the hatches and these are the windows in the second layer, and the third layer also consists of 2 windows, and the final layer is consists of 1 window, and the final above is having cylindrical dwelling with skylight. So you can observe on the right side the skylight is almost all the layers of the marsha. So why marsha is in cylindrical shape? So you can observe here in the left side the marsha is in cylindrical shape because of the diameter of the marsha is the diameter of the cylindrical shape is nearly 34 square meters. So you can observe for the semi-spherical that will be very low. So for that circumstances they choose an cylindrical shape. So you can observe here 4 astronomers can be survive here, but in the cylindrical shape only 2 astronomers can be survived. 1, 2, 3, 4. And coming to the spherical, we can a human can survive only 2 members. So that's what the cylindrical shape is chosen. Coming to the interior design of marsha. So for all these circumstances on Mars, so the air pressure must be pressurized inside the marsha, and also the air must be flown all over the layers of the marsha, and the air must be come out from the marsha. So here the air will be enters through the air cleaner. Here is the air cleaner. The air will be enters to all the layers of the marsha. If the wastewater and unused air is sent through the air filters from the outside of the marsha. Coming to the layers of marsha, so this is the interior layer, and it is the ground one. So it is a wet lab where the plants are grown. So and then the rover is to be hatched with the help of hatch dog point. So the humans can transmit from here and there. And then coming to the second layer, so here the dry lab, that is nothing but all experiments are going to be done in the dry lab, and the kitchen platform is to be placed here. And coming to the third layer, that is a garden and also sleepy pots, sanitary pot for bathing purpose. This is the third layer. And coming to the fourth layer, this is a recreation and exercise purpose. The final layer is built with the skylight on above. So you can observe the interior layer. This is a dry lab, and this is a it's a wet lab, it's a dry lab, and it's an sleeping parts, and coming to the recreation parts. And next, so finally in the year of 2019, Marsha team has awarded a first prize among the 60 participants AI Space Factory, and won the prize money of $500,000. That is nothing but 3.5 crores. Congratulations to AI Space team. And coming to the AI Space Factory, not only designed Marsha, they advancedly designed Terra also. It's I will show you the how Terra is built. Coming to the Marsha is our Martian future. This is mainly built on Mars planet. Coming to the Terra is a sustainable home for Earth, for scientists, and moreover for human beings also. So it is similar to the Terra construction is similar to the Marsha, but a small difference is they used basalt fiber in Marsha, and Terra they used highly metal matrix structure columns. So these are the metal matrix structures. They built strong enough to withstand here in the Earth. So how the Terra is interior design. So a house is built, a prototype is built on the Earth. So coming to the next slide, steps to land humans on Mars. It's a very challenge to land on the Mars by the human beings. Coming to the next slide, how the humans are going to be placed on the Mars. So lander M01 lands on Mars. First of all, before landing the humans, lander M01 lands on the Mars. So the NASA proposed two phases. That is, in a first phase, an ecosystem of 3D designed robot were launched. That is lander M01. So this is the lander M01. The M01 is the main theme is to construct a prototype shield for the base, which I have shown first in the first slides. That is a shallow cave. They can divide into row cells into a different shapes. So it can divide into different shapes also. Lander M01 redesigned its body. How M01 can redesign? So you can observe this is going to be redesigned itself without the help of human beings. So each cell consists of cameras and sensors, that is ultrasonic sensors and microwave sensors, scanning sensors, ultra scanning sensors. These are present for every cell of the M01 body. Coming to the construction started, how construction starts. You can observe here ultra scanning is going to be happen for the scanning of a first cell. So if the scanning of sand is good for, so you can observe here scanning is happened. If the sand is good one, so that will be collected by the redesigned one in the clockwise direction, and that the sand will be released in an anti-clockwise direction by the M01 lander. Coming to the lander M01, here the microwave ovens are present inside the M01 lander. It can redesign a 3D printing designs, just like a shallow caves within the few years. Coming to the now a shallow cave is designed. Now it's time to land the humans on Mars. How the humans can be landed on Mars, we can see in the coming slides. So you can observe lander habitational 01 arrives. So here is an M01 collecting the habitation 01 from the NASA space flight, and that is transferred to the habitation unit. So it consists of habitation unit consists of a few astronauts with the supplies of expand in order to live plants and human beings. So after placing the habitation 1 in the habitation unit, the habitation unit is placed and pressurized in a circular form in order to make the experiments easy. And it is having 3 integrated support system of power, oxygen, data and water. So its balloons consist of 3 integrated supports of power, oxygen, data and water. Coming to the next slide, overview of human habitation. So the humans are landed, the balloons are open, pressurized. So how the humans can be survived means with the help of flat packets, the database can be database and tracking system, cables for connectivity system, and the adaptive techniques used to design the required shells of other enhancement like medical, living quarters, laboratories and workspaces. So human survival on Mars. So on the Mars, nearly low atmospheric temperature, low atmospheric pressure and also high radiation is there. In order to reduce these two circumstances, they need to build plants. They need to plant plants more and more, and then at that time only the pressure is reduced and the radiation is also completely reduced. So the NASA main theme is to plant more and more plants in order to reduce the pressure. So after completion of the planting more and more plants, they will build a huge city on Mars. So you can observe the plants and human beings are going to be survive on the Mars planet. That is a Marsa. That is a red planet. So the final conclusion is after several years, nearly after 600 years, the complete Mars can be converted into the green planet. The red planet is completely converted into the green planet with the help of air and water, with a sustainable air and water. Then thank you. Okay.
ఏందిరా టాపిక్ చెప్పమంటే ఏంది 2 నిమిషాలు చెప్తున్నావు?
సార్
ఇస్మాయిల్
అంటే అవి మార్స్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ చేయాలంటే మెయిన్గా అట్మాస్ఫిరిక్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ సర్కమ్స్టెన్సెస్ అన్నీ ఉండాలి.
సరే ఆడికోసం ఏమి డౌట్ అడిగినా
ఇస్మాయిల్
చెప్పు విష్ణు.
ఇది మీ సెమినార్ లో లిమిటేషన్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయి? అది కాదు, ఇది సొసైటీకి ఎట్లా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ ఇంకోటి మెయిన్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఏమి దీంట్లో హ్యూమన్ లివింగ్ మార్క్స్ కదా.
అంటే హ్యూమన్ లివింగ్ కాదు,
ఆర్డినరీ ఒక ఆర్డినరీ పర్సన్ కూడా మార్క్స్ కి వెళ్ళడానికి కుదరదు కదా. అప్పుడు దానికి అయ్యే ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ ఏమి, అది ఎట్లా బేర్ చేశాడు ఒక ఆర్డినరీ పర్సన్?
ఓకే వన్ సెకండ్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ మార్స్ మీదకి పంపిరు విష్ణు. జస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే అక్కడ హ్యూమన్స్ సర్వే అవుతారు లేదా ఇట్లాంటి కన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ చేస్తున్నారు. అంటే ఫస్ట్ హ్యూమన్స్ పంపించి చేయడానికి కుదరదు కదా. సో ఇలాంటి కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ చేయాలంటే ఫస్ట్ మెయిన్గా అక్కడ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ చేసిన తర్వాత హ్యూమన్స్ని పంపిస్తారు. అది టైం ఎంత పడుతుందంటే నియర్లీ 2050 అవుతుంది. ఇలా కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ చేయాలంటే 2050లో, అంటే ఇది 2021. సో అప్పుడు లోపల ఇది అప్పుడే డైరెక్ట్గా హ్యూమన్స్ని పంపించారు. ఒకవేళ పంపించినా కూడా జస్ట్ సైంటిస్ట్ని వాళ్ళని మాత్రమే పంపిస్తారు. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే, ఇది సక్సెస్ అవుతుందని సక్సెస్ సైడ్ అంటుంటారు.
ఇప్పుడు పర్సివరెన్స్ అనేది సక్సెస్ అయిందా కదా. మామూలుగా ఈ పర్సివరెన్స్ రోవర్ అనేది పంపించిందే గ్రేట్ మార్స్ ప్లానెట్ పైకి. సో ఇక్కడ ఇంజినిటీ రోవర్ అనేది లో ప్రెజర్ మీద ఎగరాలి అని వాళ్ళు చేశారు. అది వితౌట్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ అనేది చేశారు. అది కూడా సక్సెస్ అయింది. కానీ ఇది కూడా డెఫినెట్గా ఖచ్చితంగా డ్యామ్ షూర్గా సక్సెస్ అవుతుందని చెప్తున్నాను.
ఇప్పుడు కంపేర్ చేస్తే మార్స్ నుంచి ఎత్తుకి ఆక్సిజన్ లెవెల్స్ చాలా మిగతా వాటికంటే, అప్పుడు దాని కోసం చేయాల్సిన ఏమున్నాయి?
అవును, ఇక్కడ మనకి మెయిన్గా చూసుకుంటే కింద కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ అనేది 96%. ప్లాంట్స్కి కావాల్సింది కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్. కానీ అక్కడ లో ప్రెషర్ ఉండడం వల్ల ప్లాంట్స్ అనేది గ్రో కావడానికి చాలా టైం పడుతుంది. అంటే లో ప్రెషర్ దగ్గర గ్రో కావు అవి. కానీ అట్లాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్ కూడా ఓవర్కమ్ చేసి వాళ్ళు ప్లాంట్స్ని డిజైన్ చేసి అట్లాంటి ఏవైతే ప్లాంట్స్ అయితే అక్కడ ప్లాంట్ అయితే డెవలప్ అవుతాయో ఆ ప్లాంట్స్ మాత్రమే డెవలప్ చేసి కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ లెవెల్స్ని తగ్గించేసేసి ఆక్సిజన్ లెవెల్స్ని పెంచుతారు. సో అది వాళ్ళ మెయిన్ థీమ్.
ఇప్పుడు మార్స్ మీద ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేయడానికి మెయిన్ గా ఏ కంట్రీస్ ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నాయి? ఒక అమెరికానేనా, ఇంకా మిగతా ఏం లేవు?
లేదు, చాలా ఉన్నాయి. ఆల్రెడీ స్పేస్ ఎక్స్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ కూడా చేస్తుంది. తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్
అది
వచ్చేసి
అమెరికానే కదా.
ఇది జపాన్ ఉంది, చైనా ఉంది.
ఇండియాలో ఏం లేవు అసలు?
ఇండియా కూడా చేసింది, ఫ్యూచర్లో చేయబోతుంది అని చెప్పినారు. ఇంకా వాళ్ళ నుంచి ఏం రెస్పాన్స్ అయితే ఏం రాలేదు.
ఓకే, అంతే.
ఎనీ డౌట్స్? సార్
కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేయడం వల్ల
ఏమేమి అక్కడ కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేయడం వల్ల ఏం ఉపయోగమా? సో మనకి మెయిన్గా హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్ని పంపించాలంటే అక్కడ లో ప్రెషర్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ని పంపించారనుకో, అక్కడ హ్యూమన్ సర్వైవ్ చేయలేడు. ఇక్కడ ఉన్నట్లు అక్కడ ఉండదు, ఆక్సిజన్ తక్కువ కదా. అక్కడ వెళ్ళి మొత్తం ఒక సిటీని బిల్డ్ చేయాలనే ఆలోచనలో అక్కడ గ్రీన్ ప్లానెట్గా తయారు చేయడానికి హ్యూమన్స్ని ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తున్నారు ఫ్యూచర్లో.
The functional management of the system and ultrasonic amplifier. High efficiency ultrasonic power amplifies the frequency modulated wave in order to match the impedance of the integrated transducers, so that the output of the emitter will be more powerful and can cover more distance. Next, transducer.